The night everything changed. The rain was hitting the windows so hard it sounded like someone knocking. I was sitting on the couch, tired from work, waiting for my wife, Laura, to come home. She'd said she needed space to think, which wasn't like her. But I trusted her. Or maybe I just wanted to. When she finally walked in, her hair was wet, her eyes red, and she wouldn't look at me. She dropped her keys, took a deep breath, and said the one sentence that shattered everything inside me. "Let's just be friends. My ex needs me more." For a second, I thought I misheard her. "Your ex? What are you talking about?" She sat down opposite me, avoiding my eyes. "He's going through a hard time. He needs emotional support." And I realized, that's where my heart is. Not here. I felt something cold crawl down my spine. "So this is it. You're throwing away our marriage because your ex is sad." She shrugged. "It's more than that. I've been seeing him for a while. I wasn't sure, but now I am." The room spun. "You were cheating." She finally looked at me, but there was no guilt in her face, just justification. "Love doesn't follow rules," she said softly, as if that made it poetic. "I think we should end this peacefully. We can still be friends." Friends. That word burned like acid. I stared at her, realizing this wasn't some confused moment. This was a plan. She had been rehearsing this conversation in her head. She expected me to nod, maybe even comfort her. But something inside me hardened. "Okay," I said quietly. "If that's how you feel." She blinked, surprised by how calm I was. "You're not angry?" "Oh, I'm angry," I said, standing up. "But anger can be useful." She frowned. "What does that mean?" "You'll see." She went to bed thinking she'd freed herself. She didn't know that on her way home, her location sharing had glitched and sent me her exact coordinates of a motel on the edge of town. The same motel she once claimed was too dirty to even look at. While she slept, I backed up every message, every location ping, every photo stored in the cloud. She'd been sloppy. Maybe her guilt got heavy. Maybe she thought I'd never check. The next morning, she made breakfast like nothing happened. "I'm glad we talked," she said. "This is healthy." "Very," I replied, forcing a smile. "We should talk to your parents today." "Be honest, right?" She paused mid-sip. "My parents? No. They can't know yet." "Why not?" "Because they love you," she snapped. "They'll judge me." "That's not my problem," I said calmly. "Honesty is honesty." Her eyes narrowed, but she agreed. She thought she could control the narrative. She didn't know the avalanche coming her way. At her parents' house, I didn't say a word at first. I let her talk. "Mom, Dad, we've decided to end things." Her mother gasped. "Why?" Laura looked at me, expecting me to take the blame. To say we'd grown apart. So I smiled politely and said, "Tell them why, Laura." She swallowed. "It's complicated." I pulled out my phone and said, "Then let me simplify it." I opened the folder of screenshots, dates, times, motel receipts, everything. Her parents stared, horrified. Her father's voice shook. "You did this to your husband?" She tried to defend herself, but her words collapsed under her parents' disappointment. Her mother cried. Her father walked out. And Laura realized she wasn't gaining freedom, she was losing respect. And I wasn't done. That same afternoon, I went home and packed my belongings. Not half. Not shared. All of it. Why? Because the house wasn't actually hers. Years ago, her parents gave us money for the down payment. But the mortgage and deed? Both in my name. She'd never bothered to check. She trusted me too much, or cared too little. When she finally came home, her voice was shaking. "Where are you going?" "Somewhere better," I said. "And since you've chosen him, you can move in with him." But I thought we'd be mature. Take time. Stay friends." "You don't get to decide the ending," I said. "You made your choice. I'm making mine." Her confidence turned into panic. "He doesn't have space. He doesn't even have a job yet." "Not my concern." She reached for me. "Please don't leave like this." "You already left," I said softly. You just forgot to walk out the door. In the end, her ex didn't take her in. He blocked her 2 weeks later. Her parents told her to get therapy before contacting them again. Her friends sided with me, and she was left with nothing but regret. Meanwhile, I rebuilt my life, not out of spite, but because I finally remembered I deserved better. She told me her ex needed her more. But life proved something else. No one needs a person who gives up on love the moment something more exciting knocks on the door. And revenge? Revenge was simply letting her drown in the reality she created.